Rails are fascinating birds. They are found all over the world, but they are often very secretive. Many people have never even seen a rail. This is because rails are masters of camouflage. Their feathers blend in perfectly with their surroundings. They can move quickly and quietly through these habitats. This makes it difficult for predators to find them. Rails are truly remarkable creatures. Rails are a type of bird known as a wader. This means that they have long legs and toes. This allows them to wade through shallow water in search of food. There are many different species of rails, and they come in a variety of sizes and colors. They are all secretive, well camouflaged, and perfectly adapted to their wetland homes. Rails are found in wetlands all over the world. Wetlands are areas of land saturated with water, either permanently or seasonally. These habitats provide rails with food, water, and shelter. Rails build nests in dense vegetation near water. This offers protection from predators and easy access to food. Wetlands are home to insects, amphibians, and other small creatures that rails eat. Rails are fond of marshes, swamps, and bogs. These habitats have shallow water, tall grasses, and many insects. Unfortunately, wetlands are threatened by pollution, development, and climate change. Protecting these habitats is vital for the future of rails and other wildlife. Rails are omnivorous, which means that they eat both plants and animals. Their diet consists mainly of insects, small fish, crustaceans, and seeds. Rails use their long beaks to probe in the mud and water for food. Rails have a number of adaptations that help them to find food. Their long toes allow them to walk on soft mud without sinking. They also have a keen sense of hearing, which helps them to locate prey. Rails have many predators, both on land and in the air. Hawks, owls, snakes, raccoons, and foxes are all known to prey on rails. Rails rely on their camouflage and their speed to avoid becoming prey. When threatened, rails will often freeze in place, blending in with their surroundings. If this fails, they will run quickly for cover, using their long legs to their advantage. Rails are also good swimmers and will dive underwater to escape predators. Section 4. A chorus of calls rails, finding mates. During the breeding season, male rails become very vocal. They use a variety of calls to attract mates and defend their territories. These calls can be very loud and distinctive. Some rail calls are short and sharp, while others are long and drawn out. Some rails even make a clicking sound with their bills. Each species of rail has its own unique set of calls. Male rails will often perch on top of tall grasses or reeds to make their calls. This allows their calls to travel further and attract the attention of females. They may even engage in elaborate courtship displays, such as bowing, bobbing their heads, and fanning their tails. Once a male rail has attracted a mate, the pair will build a nest together. The nest is usually a platform of twigs and grasses, hidden amongst dense vegetation. Section 5. Home sweet nest raising chicks. Rails are typically monogamous, meaning that they form pair bonds that last for a single breeding season. Both parents share in the responsibility of building the nest, incubating the eggs, and caring for the young. Female rails lay between 5 and 12 eggs per clutch. The eggs are usually buff or brown in color and are speckled with darker markings. The incubation period for rail eggs is typically 18 to 20 days. Rail chicks are precocial, meaning that they are born covered in down and with their eyes open. They are able to leave the nest soon after hatching. However, the chicks will stay close to their parents for several weeks, learning how to find food and avoid predators. The parents will feed and protect their chicks until they are old enough to fend for themselves. Rails typically raise 1 or 2 broods of chicks per year. Section 6. Thriving in the wild rail's success story. Rails are a testament to the power of adaptation. Their secretive nature, camouflage, and wetland adaptations have allowed them to thrive in habitats all over the world. Despite the challenges they face, rails continue to be a vital part of wetland ecosystems. They play an important role in controlling insect populations and dispersing seeds. By understanding and appreciating rails, we can help to ensure that these fascinating creatures continue to thrive in the wild for generations to come. It is our responsibility to protect wetland habitats and to ensure that future generations have the opportunity to experience the wonder of rails in their natural environment.